Hi, I'm Alec Panganin with ABE News, news that you can trust.
Hi, I'm Emily Mann, and I'm here to update you on a recent health article. Recently, medical marijuana was made legal in the state of Oregon. One family believes medical marijuana or cannabis pills has saved her life and is going to save her daughter's. The mother claims her daughter has been doing better and that the pills are curing the cancer. When young Michaela was diagnosed with leukemia, her mom, having such a great experience with the pills during her kidney failure, decided it would be best if her daughter takes them also. The mother claims the pills cure cancer and help through kidney and liver failure. She brags of how the pills have helped her daughter through her chemotherapy so far. Michaela's mother describes how her daughter has kept her appetite and remained her current weight throughout chemotherapy. Doctors continue to argue that the cannabis pills do not cure cancer, and the pills have 50 to 60 unknown chemicals that could potentially have a negative long-term effect on an undeveloped child. Doctors worry that addiction and other negative problems will occur in the long run, considering Michaela has at least 3 more years of chemotherapy to go. And here's Alec with our latest technology report.
I'm Alec Pankanin with our latest technology report. Curiosity has found something. NASA released statements saying that the Mars rover Curiosity has found something big. The Mars Mission Project scientist John P. Grotzinger says that this data is going to be huge for the history and is one to be for the history books. It's looking really good. Many people already are guessing what it could be on many websites. Many people are hoping that it's some sort of fossil or remnants of biological beings. Or maybe the carbon-based building blocks for life. But most would guess that it's an organic microbial Martian life form. This first test of sand was done more as a test of the systems, but it actually may have found something big. If it is proven to be a microbial life form, the idea of Martian life would be revived among the scientific community. The Curiosity team says its next goal is to analyze clay deposits which could be rich in life because it's warm, moist soil from the era which it was early developing in Mars. Only time will tell whether or not there is really life on Mars, but NASA will release the information soon. Now here's Brianna Bennick with our latest news on entertainment.
Angus T. Jones, the 2.5 Men actor who dismissed his show as filth and begged people to stop watching, has found another supporter and possibly a new gig in Charlie Sheen. My former nephew is welcome at the Goodson Anger Management Home anytime, Sheen told ABCnews.com, inviting Jones to appear on his FX series Anger Management, in which he plays therapist Charles Goodson. The former 2.5 Men star also said, "It is radically clear to me that the show is cursed," and called Jones' video testimonial against the show a Hale Bopp-like meltdown. Jones apologized for bashing the show late Tuesday, telling The Hollywood Reporter, "Without qualification, I'm grateful to and have the highest regard and respect for all of the wonderful people on 2.5 Men with whom I have worked and over the past 10 years who have become an extension of my family." He said he regretted any indifference or disrespect that his remarks may have implied and called his 2.5 Men gig an extraordinary opportunity of which I have been blessed. And now on to Alec with sports.
Are you one of the many people who love fantasy football? For you and for many, it may be a fun pastime just to make games more fun. For many, however, it's a life-changing addiction. Players who are addicted find themselves immersed in the Twitter updates and Facebook pages, and they feel obliged to watch every game whether or not the time period works for them. Kimberly Young is a licensed psychologist and founder of the Center of Internet Addiction. She says that it's just an illusion of control, of course, but that's the driving force. She says that to get over an addiction like this, you have to stop altogether, which many people find impossible. David Blaney, a Baltimore fantasy football addict, recalls stopping his family road trip for bars on his phone just to get coverage of a football game. He recalls spending hours in front of a laptop just to maximize the amount of points he would receive. This is just one of many cases of fantasy football addiction which will not stop unless players learn to limit the amount of time they spend. And here's Emily with our latest health report.
Here's another story. Grapefruit or grape juice can be a bad mixture when taking certain drugs. Recently, the list of drugs that can cause severe and deadly reactions with grapefruit has increased from 17 to 43. Heart rhythm problems, kidney failure, muscle breakdown, difficulty with breathing, and blood clots are some of the many effects which can be contributed from the mixture of certain drugs and grapefruit. A known medicine called Lipitor is now on the list along with the 42 other drugs that can no longer be taken with grapefruit. Doctors and researchers say the chemical phyrantochymins in grapefruit interferes with how the body breaks down drugs before they enter the blood system. The mixture with drugs and grapefruit is odd and shocking to many. Now on to Brianna with entertainment.
It wasn't immediately clear what prompted the alleged fight at Club Avenue in Chelsea. Police say Lohan hit a woman in the face during an argument. The other patron allegedly involved was not expected to face charges, according to a police source with knowledge of the situation. The police source said Lohan made no comments to police when she was taken to the 10th precinct earlier Thursday, except to ask for an attorney who couldn't immediately be reached by NBC4 New York. Calls to Lohan's publicist were not immediately returned. She was involved in an NYPD investigation in September after alleging a man she had assaulted in her New York hotel, but charges against the man were later dropped. Also in September, the actress was accused of clipping a man with her car outside another Manhattan club, but prosecutors chose not to move ahead with the charges. In October, police were called to her childhood home on Long Island after a report of a fight between her and her mother. And an investigation revealed no criminality. The actress was also involved in a car accident in California this summer that sent her and an assistant to a hospital, but didn't result in serious injuries for anyone. The accident remains under investigation. In May, she was cleared of allegations that struck a Hollywood nightclub manager with her car. Lohan remains on informal probation for taking a necklace from a jewelry store without permission last year. That means she doesn't have to check in with a judge or probation officer, but could face a jail term if arrested again. Her latest film, Liz and Dick, in which she portrays screen icon Elizabeth Taylor, premiered on Lifetime on Sunday. And now on to Alec with our latest Michigan news.
Do you know what fracking is? It is the controversial extraction of oil and natural gas from the ground. It can ruin natural environments. Governor Rick Snyder said Wednesday that he approves of fracking, but only if it is done correctly. Snyder says that Michigan is actually a very strong natural gas state and that we can do more with this natural gas. If we do allow oil companies to acquire oil through fracking, it would bring more money into the state, but at what cost? Fracking involves long-established process of hydraulic fracturing of shale to extract the natural resource. Now, the problem of horizontal drilling has raised concerns about potential groundwater contamination and long-lasting environmental damage. When fracking is done incorrectly, it can lead to oil seeping into drinking water, contaminating it and making it unusable forever. Before fracking is allowed, much research is being done, as well as the analyzing of the pros and cons of the matter, to make sure it is safe and will not ruin our environment. And here's Emily with our latest health report.
Danny Lynn Burkhead, daughter of Anna Nicole Smith, is following in her mother's footsteps. The young 6-year-old girl is modeling for Guess Kids just as her mother did. Danny Lynn's father continues to raise her ever since Anna has passed away. He is raising his child normally and like a child should be brought up. Her modeling look is happy-go-lucky and is carefree just like her mother's was. Danny Lynn's father says she is a normal child who attends school, but modeling is just a hobby and on the side, basically. A little over 40% of people believe the idea of her daughter modeling at a young age is fine, but the other 50-some believe it can lead to early problems just like her mother, Anna Nicole Smith. The only connection Danny Lynn feels like she has with her mom is modeling. Anna's sister says it is a great idea and overall good for Danny Lynn. And on to Brianna for weather.
Okay. Hi, I'm Brianna Bennick and I'm here with your 5-day weather forecast. So to start off our week on Monday, December 3rd, we have temperatures of high of 60 degrees and a low of 47 degrees. There is a 20% chance of rain and winds south at 19 miles per hour. As you can see, it is mostly cloudy. Next up, on Tuesday, December 4th, we have temperatures of high of 52 degrees and a low of 30 degrees. There is a 30% chance of rain and winds west at 12 miles per hour. There is a very good chance of thunderstorms. On Wednesday, December 5th, we have temperatures of a high of 38 degrees and a low of 29 degrees. There's a 10% chance of rain, and winds is going north at 18 miles per hour, and it is sunny and partly cloudy. On Thursday, December 6th, our temperatures are a high of 42 degrees and a low of 36 degrees. There's also a 10% chance of rain and winds south at 11 miles per hour. It is also sunny and partly cloudy. On Friday, December 7th, to end off our week, we have a high of 40 degrees and a low of 26 degrees. There is a 30% chance of rain or snow and winds west at 10 miles per hour. As you can see, there is a very good chance of snowstorms.
See this cup right here? These plastic cups? They come in orange, blue, green, purple, black, white. They're only 99 cents. Dishwasher safe. They're great cups. You can put your own name on it, put your favorite bank on it. They don't break when you drop them. You should go out and buy one. They're great for keeping your water nice and cold in it.